The clinical diagnosis we did speak about, which means by talking to yourself, talking to your loved ones, or talking to your client, you could get a lot of clues that point towards something that is not right at the cellular level, and that could help you decode the reason for your hair loss. But yes, there are blood tests and certain other tests which could also point towards the diagnosis, or in many times they could tell you exactly what is the extent of the problem. Once you kind of know that this looks like a thyroid, you can find out what is the extent of the thyroid by doing blood tests and other tests. And also for many, it's a good practice, since our lifestyles are compromised. It's a good practice to have an annual habit of getting a few battery of tests done and looking into the reports. And even when they are at a borderline level, do you know this word borderline? Borderline means they are at a level where there is a problem in the body, the wellness is missing, but then there is not so much a problem in the body that the symptoms of the disease are seen. So if we are able to find out something at a borderline level and start taking the necessary steps to reverse it, wouldn't that be the right way to live our lives? Because when it is a full blown problem, sometimes it's not very easy to reverse it, and sometimes we just have to maintain it. Of course, in most cases it is possible to reverse it. I want all of you to have empowering beliefs only, because even if one person has managed to reverse a problem, then each one of us is capable of having the potential to reverse the problem. But here I want to say that stitch in time saves nine. Timely diagnosis is very, very helpful. So what are the blood tests that could help? So first is the hemoglobin test. The hemoglobin test is extremely important. Do you know your hemoglobin? This is the question I want to ask you. How much should your hemoglobin be? And all those lists of tests, we can even Google it. You would have realized that in this conversation, I'm empowering you with how to think, not with numbers and things like that, because numbers and things like that today are easily, you can Google them and find them out. But yes, you need to know your hemoglobin, after which vitamin B12 and D are the second most important test, because right now we know that vitamin D deficiency is more than ever. D is a vitamin we get from the sunlight, and our exposure to sunlight compared to what it was 10 years back or 20 years back is very, very less. So a lot of people, there is almost like a mass epidemic of a D deficiency. If you go get your vitamin D levels done, I think 8 on 10 people come up with some kind of deficiency. So then this is another thing that affects hair loss. B12 is something that affects hair loss. So that is one more test you can do. Thyroid, not everybody has to do a thyroid test just like that, but then if there is a lethargy, there is an inability to lose weight despite doing the right things, or you feel extreme dryness, so there are certain symptoms which show that you are towards thyroid. I'm going to share them with you, the 5 symptoms of thyroid. So if there is something that indicates a thyroid, you could get the test. Some people believe in getting it done just like that. I think both are a personal choice only. So female hormones, yes, if your periods are very, very regular, so your periods can be every 22 days, it can be every 25 days, it can be every 30 days, which is perfectly fine. It just calls it a menstrual cycle. So it's cyclical. It has to be more or less at the same time every time, which could be unique to you. It has to be for more or less the same number of days every single time you get the cycle, and your flow also has to be more or less similar to what you had in the last few months. There are subtle changes, but more or less, this is how your menstrual cycles behave. So if your menstrual cycles behave the way they have always behaved, then you need not bother. Please do not try and compare your menstrual cycles with somebody else's menstrual cycles, because that's not how it is supposed to be. It's not a monthly cycle, it's a menstrual cycle, and it can be anywhere from 24 days to 40 days long cycles, so which is perfectly fine. But if you suddenly start seeing that your cycle length is beginning to change, or you start feeling that your flow is started to change very, very differently, or sometimes in between cycles you have some kind of bleeding, if any such problem you are going through, it's a good idea to get your female hormones checked. Also, if you have PCOD like symptoms, which I am sharing with you along with this week's series, it's good idea to get your female hormones checked. Your female hormones checking can be for